All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and today we're talking about my thoughts on Milwaukee's new tools that were debuted at the new tool symposium in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. All right, so if you watched my videos last week, I didn't do any commentary on them because I wanted to do a separate video, mostly for time constraints. I flew home Friday night and had to edit and do, personal stuff on the weekend, so I didn't get to, film any videos. So I'm going to do my best to recap the new extended reach fuel ratchets. What do I think of them? The 1/4 inch is definitely going to be my favorite. I talked to the engineers at the show about putting a 3/8 head in the 1/4 inch body, because I think that would give another option for the people that don't necessarily need the power of the 3/8 bigger head ratchet. Be pretty cool. The head on the 3/8 is the same size. Now, a lot of people complain about it. I haven't found that problem. I really haven't. And I have the snap-on extended reach, and where I've been able to get the extended reach in, I've been able to get the fuel ratchet in. So maybe something different I'm working on, or I choose a different tool when you'd use that ratchet. It does still have the same size head, just with a longer reach. So now, lengthwise, in comparison to the snap-on, it's hard to judge. They didn't have any snap-ons there, and I didn't have a tape measure to sit there and measure them to go, oh, they're this long. So I can't say comparatively they're longer, they're shorter. I don't know. I have to wait till we get them in to see how they do. The M12 Angled Die Grinder. Now, one of the complaints about that video is it was rigged because they had a tiny little air hose going into it. You mean a tiny little hole like that? It was 1/4 inch inside diameter air truck brake tubing. Now, the size of the compressor, I can't tell you. It was behind a wall, so as far as the tubing, though, it was fine. 1/4 inch going in. So was it a top brand? I don't know. But having actually held it and used it, it has more power than this Ingersoll Rand, and almost, if not the same amount of power as this Matco 3/4 horsepower. The equivalent size. You add an air hose to this, it's about the same size. Am I using this for gasket removal? No, I'm using it for hub cleaning. Is it a deal breaker for me, the size of it? No, because rarely do I try to stick this, under a hood. I use a gasket scraper for that. Power-wise, definitely comparable with this. I hit it pretty hard, and it kept going no matter what. Battery life, they tell me, is about 10 minutes of constant use on a standard 2.0 battery. I can tell you for a fact that the entire time all the guys in the automotive group were using those tools, I never once saw them swap batteries. How fast it's going to eat batteries in the real world, I don't know until I get it. But they say 10 minutes. The extended 1/2 inch impact, your average guy's probably not going to be interested in it, which is basically a tool for flip sockets for taking tires off. Now, back in my youth, I had one of those, and I used it for every time I took a tire off. I used a flip socket and a IR 231 and just flipped sockets. Am I running out and getting that for what I do in this shop? No. But a niche market, it has its place. The 1/2 inch drive sockets, the breaker bars, good quality on the 3/8 and the 1/4 inch, so I'm assuming the 1/2 inch is going to be the same. They're good sockets. They're at a good price point. All right, let's talk about the electronic powered torque wrenches. This has been everybody's hot button question. I personally think they were designed for a different industry, i.e. manufacturing and assembly, not automotive, but plants, where they want to torque fasteners quickly and efficiently and have a reporting system to show that it was properly torqued or what it was torqued to. Do I think it has applications in auto repair? Technicians with specific jobs they do repetitively, I can see a use for. You do heads on GM 2.4s all the time for doing the oil ring extended warranty. Be nice, zzz, torque it down, and then come back with an angle gauge. The angle part of it was a contention with everybody in the automotive group. Why doesn't it have angle? Why is the torque so low on the 1/2 inch? Hence why I think it was made for a different industry. If you think it'll make you money, invest in it. If you don't, it's not for you. Move on. I mean, it's like a worm drive circular saw they came out with. If you don't do construction, you probably don't need that. Well, you may not need that one either. So it is what it is. If you don't want it, don't buy it. The 1-inch impact is a beast. I think for the trucking industry, that's going to be huge. For me, not so much. Just like the torque wrenches for you, I don't need a 1-inch impact. I mean, most of the stuff I'd mess with would break. So, cool for trucking guys, not so much for me. The trip was awesome. Getting to see their rapid prototyping department, talking with their battery department, lots of cool stuff. Had a blast hanging out with a bunch of YouTubers. So definitely some cool stuff. Hopefully I'll get invited next year. So let me know in the comments what your favorite release of NPS 19 it was. And as always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.